Marshall Islands is a very peaceful place, and you wake up in the morning and you don't feel any worries or stress because it's so peaceful and relaxed.
Sometimes like late at night, like with just nothing to do, you just drive and tell stories and jumble or cruise around the island.
The birds are chirping, the cars are slowly going by, the people are getting to their jobs or going to school. It's just very relaxed. It's not busy or rushed life. People just take it slow.
Marshall Islands is the heart of the Pacific, and I really strongly approve of that because we're not near anywhere else, but we lie in the Pacific.
My name is Craig Worthleen Tigno Vila. So the things I'm passionate about is basketball and climate change.
I'd say the rest of the world shrugs off climate change because they really don't see what I see. They don't feel what I feel when there's tsunami warnings. They don't feel what I feel when I have to be a third grader going upstairs thinking that this is my only higher ground. What happens next? So they do shrug it off because they don't come face to face with the impacts of climate change.
Also, the trash problem. Common belief on the island is that the highest point in the island is a mountain of trash.
There's so much trash everywhere, on the land, in the ocean. There isn't authority. People aren't taking charge to take care of the problems in this island.
Seawalls are pretty much everywhere around the Marshall Islands. My house is located next to a seawall, but it doesn't work. It still floods. I haven't had it that bad, but a lot of other families have had it worse. It's incredibly easy for your house to get flooded on an island where left and right is ocean.
Marshall Islands is mostly known for climate change and the vast negativity of nuclear destruction, really. So we're known for Bikini Atoll, how it was bombed.
On the island of Bikini couldn't know its implications.
Instead of being known for having a wonderful island in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, we're being known for a culture that's been affected by negative impacts of the world.
So what happened was back after World War II, after the United States finished their nuclear weapons, they tested it on Bikini. So they put all their ships there and they did like above 50 tests on it, and they did one of their biggest tests on it. One story that's a lot of the elders tell is that the radiation fallout fell on the people and they thought it was snow. So people started eating it. And that caused a lot of like birth defects. A lot of people here have cancer because of it. And those Bikini survivors, they're just stuck on these islands now, on other islands now, and they can't go back to their home.
I think the American influence has impacted the Marshall Islands both in positive ways and in negative ways. The Marshall Islands is actually a part of the world now, and they're known as an independent country, and they're having more opportunities. A negative effect is that the country is slowly losing their culture, and I think almost every Marshallese right now can speak Marshallese, but it is a dying language because there aren't many people, especially young people, that can speak Marshallese anymore.
I'd really love for the Marshall Islands to be known for our culture, our history, the main reason why we became navigators, why we wore certain clothes that we wore, why we weaved certain things.
Just the constant US influence on the Marshall Islands, I think, has erased a lot about Marshallese culture. Very few people know how to weave baskets. Very few people know how to weave mats, which is one of the most cultural things to do here, and very few people especially know how to build canoes. The Marshallese actually took pride in their canoes. We were known for one of the best canoes in the entire Pacific.
The SDG speech that I wrote for like Education Week here, my whole speech revolved around what are the SDGs, why they're important. I really wanted to pinpoint the fact that I saw all these SDG signs out there. Those signs mean nothing if no one knows about them.
So I hear about so many things happening around the world: terrorism, climate change, poverty, all those education problems. So I always knew the world was really in need of fixing. So at PDWC, we played this game about the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. Playing the game made me realize how hard it is to get policies and fix those problems. So at the same time, the second half gave me hope. It woke me up that we need to do something about people who don't want to participate in making the world a better place.
The PDWC event impacted me in so many ways. It encouraged me to project more. When I went to PDWC and I started debating with a lot of people from many different countries and speaking up, that I was able to project my voice and say what I thought. I think it's important to be able to project your thoughts and opinions. Some people, they have really great thoughts, but if they can't say it, the world is not going to know. But if those people, they're able to project what they think to the world out there, then the world could become a better place.
I never thought that I'd be out there on that scale, really, or that people would care about my nation. And even though I came home a loser, really, I didn't feel like one. I came out on a greater scale compared to all these other nations. Like, nobody knew about my nation, but now they know. Competitions are competitions. There's a loser and there's a winner. But in this competition, I did not feel like a loser at all. I felt like I won the world, really.
In the near future, I plan to become the student body government president. I also want to start doing the activities that we used to do, like picking up trash. Growing up, my family always emphasized education as one of the most special and greatest gifts. And here it's actually mandatory for kids to go to school. The government made it mandatory, but it's not really enforced, and you can see kids just walking around, not learning anything, not doing anything. Even if they go to school, they don't take it seriously. It's just hard for me to see the kids just throwing away that opportunity. I'd like to be able to maybe improve their attitude on that, change their minds about it. And I want to keep the camps going. We have summer camps and winter camps to sort of like get the kids off the road and to have fun and to learn. I just want to be a part of it. I just want to be a part of the movement to make the Marshall Islands better.
When I go to college or university, I want to do computer science. I've always been interested in technology and how computers work and designing. If I do go in a technology company, I would want to spend most of my time on building charities or creating donations for people out there, especially people in the islands that don't have a lot of privileges. I want to create more opportunities for people, because I know how hard it is to have opportunities, especially coming from the Marshall Islands.
I feel like the children are what we need in the world, because without them, where is the future really? That's why I want to become a pediatrician, to nourish these kids in a way that their parents can't, in a way that the community can't. To be the one that actually cares for them instead of neglecting them in the system. As time goes and as people come into the system, they rise up with it. They build a tree. They build the whole community, and it'll be better. And that's really what I want to see in the healthcare system in the future. And if I can do that, then that's what I'd want to do. Everything with climate change and floods and king tides was like a jab to my heart, because I've always felt that if this was going to keep going, then where will I be in the end? Where will my people be in the end? I still want to tell people about climate change, because it is still happening, and it is what I face on a daily basis. And for my people and for my culture to live on, I have to do what I'm doing right now.